How's it going, super friends? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be having a look at the DC Essentials Superman action figure from DC Collectibles. First off, I feel I need to mention that the figure being reviewed today differs quite a bit from the original designs created by Paul Harding based on Jason Fabok's awesome artwork, being that of the post-rebirth Reborn suit with the solid red boots and the red and yellow belt. It would seem that after DC would give the all-clear to Bendis' vision for a permanent return to Superman's iconic trunks and belt, that they decided it would have been out of place to release a Superman figure based on a uniform that was no longer in use with the character's current continuity at the time of the figure's release. So, the sculpt was updated, and new promo images were released to include these changes. If you pre-ordered the DC Essentials Superman based on this image, still thinking that he will be released, I wouldn't hold your breath. It's a sad fact that often online toy and collectible retailers don't update their promo images to match current changes before release, so please, be informed before making this purchase. If you are not a fan of the classic Superman look, then this may not be the Superman figure for you. So to start with, this Superman figure comes in the basic DC Essentials packaging with the white and solid color motif, in this case white and blue, with a giant window in the front so you can see everything displayed in the package, the Superman logo clearly displayed on the top, some artwork on the left hand side of the box, and then images of the other figures in the wave on the back, with a short write-up. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like to read the whole thing. So this figure definitely has some attractive packaging. However, nobody buys an action figure just for the packaging. So let's take him out. Come on out, Soups. Enjoy the rest of the world. Here's what we get. You get the figure and, well, you get the figure. Now starting all the way at the bottom and going all the way up, we can see that this Superman action figure has been painted in the primary red, blue, and yellow colors that many of us have come to know and love over the years. For me personally, this is the ideal Superman color scheme, so I'm loving their color choices from start to finish. Every color change in his suit, from red to blue to red to yellow to blue to the symbol up to the cape around his shoulders, just makes every other color pop. Now let's take a closer look at the sculpting details and the paint, shall we? The soft rubber cape, which does not have a yellow S on the back, might I add, is glued around his shoulders, and at least it looks nice and clean. The brightly painted yellow and red S on his chest stand out quite brilliantly against the blue color, and it's painted crisp and nice the whole way around. Superman's belt has been painted in a solid banana yellow color, and the yellow is great, except for they kind of missed the belt loops. And by kind of missed, I mean they didn't paint them at all. This is the kind of thing that I would not expect to see from an in-house made action figure of one of their flagship characters. Why bring back the classic trunks and belt if you're not going to paint the loops? To me, that just doesn't make any sense. And now we come to the head sculpt for this figure, and I think that it was actually one of the major selling points for him. Jason Fabok and Paul Harding accurately captured Superman's sharp jawline, Superman-esque bum chin, and strong masculine facial features, along with his curly-whirly spit curl. Where things get a little wonky is with the quality control as far as the paint apps go. Both of the Supermans that I ordered have messed up hairlines, and this one in particular also has an eye that's been painted kinda wonky as well. I know that it doesn't have to be this way, because there are plenty of head sculpts that don't have this issue. Either way, I love the head sculpt itself, and feel like Paul Harding and Jason Fabok did an excellent job in crafting a very contemporary, strong-looking Superman face. And now we move on to articulation. And this action figure has the exact same articulation as the rest of the DC Essentials figures, except for Ozymandias, whose articulation was greatly compromised by his thick purple rubber tunic. Superman's head is on a hinged ball joint, which actually means, great Scott, we can get him into some really excellent flight poses. I'm talking he can look forward while he flies for a change, rather than kind of on a 45-degree angle. This is something that so many of us Superman fans have been waiting for a long time, and DC Collectibles finally delivered on a classic Superman figure with excellent head articulation. Superman's got hinged swivel shoulders, rotating bicep swivels, crunchy double-jointed elbows, and ball-hinge wrists. Superman's got an ab crunch, so he can crunch forward a whole bunch and backwards, as well as having complete 360 peg rotation at the waist. Superman's ball-jointed groin gets all kinds of articulation all over the place. He's also got a rotating thigh cut and double-jointed knees, as well as having articulation at the top of the boots. And finally, he's got rocker ankle ball hinges connecting his feet to his legs. So as far as articulation goes, this Superman figure is superior to every other classic suited Superman figure I've ever owned. As far as the size and scale of this figure, well, on the right we've got him next to the DC Direct Classic 21 points of articulation Superman, and on the left we got him with a DC Universe Classics scale Superman. Those of you looking to sub him in with your DC Universe Classics, you'll find that he's just a little bit too big. And so far, I do feel that this one is the one that I'm the most satisfied with. You dare not touch this one in case the joints get all loose and wiggly. And this one, though it's one of my favorites, I still feel like the DC Essentials is its superior. Next, I thought that I would crack out one of my Reeve Superman figures from NECA, and then also, because of the similar articulation in this figure, I thought I'd break out my Greg Capullo New 52 Superman figure. As you can see, he's pretty much on par with the NECA Reeve Superman in comparison to the shorter, stubbier, more bulkier New 52 Superman. I wasn't expecting this, honestly. I don't know why. I was thinking that he was shorter. Nah, heck. Let's just crack out a few more, shall we? No soups left behind. Actually, that's not true. I've got quite a few more, but these are the ones that I thought would look best in the video. Yep, I think that this Superman's gonna fit right in. So I suppose I'm at that point of the video where I go over all the different things that I learned over the course of recording this video, and then I give my opinion on it as to whether I feel like this is a good or a bad purchase. Well, if you've been paying attention. I really like this figure. I don't think it's perfect. I think it falls short in some ways. I feel like they should have taken the time to paint all of his belt loops red, and they should have used extra sculpting detail at the bottom of the trunks, and I feel like that yellow S should have been on the back of the cape. However, I also feel like Paul Harding and Jason Fabok have put together an excellent design and a wonderful likeness to a current contemporary Superman figure with strong facial features and a muscular body. I like the color scheme, I like the boots, I love the articulation, and I feel like this is possibly the best articulated classic looking Superman figure that's ever been made. I know that some of you might disagree, but I just feel like this is definitely one of the very best Superman action figures ever made, flaws and all. But hey, I'm just one incredibly biased lifelong Superman fan, and my opinions could be vastly different than yours. So leave yours down in the comment section below because I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you liked this video, found it a useful or entertaining or enlightening waste of time at all, please take the time to hit the like button so I know I'm doing something right for you with this content. And finally, if you think you would like to become a super friend and join us here at the DC Squad, hit the subscribe button, maybe hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Have an awesome, awesome day, super friends, and please take care.